everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I really hope you're all doing okay and having a great day. My name is Effy and today we're testing the brand Mina. It's spelled with a 3. It's spelled 3-I-N-A, but it is spelled Mina. It says it on the box, trust me, I'm telling you the truth. I hadn't really heard of this brand until this year. Some of these products were sent to me quite a while ago, so I've kind of forgotten which ones were and which ones weren't, but I've tried to remember as best I can. The other products that I purchased myself, I actually purchased off the TikTok shop. They do have a website and they are available in Superdrug, I think. But I just got them off TikTok shop. They do lives on there pretty regularly and they normally have some deals on or something. And the girls that do the TikTok lives are absolutely lovely. So feel free to follow them over there. I do also have some more products that I've not tested in this video that I will be testing over on my TikTok. So if you want to see that, then follow me over there and it will be up hopefully pretty soon after this video. But yeah, I already have the makeup on, so let me know what you think. It's not fully the brand Mina. I didn't have a primer, foundation. I don't have any bronzer on because I didn't have a bronzer. And there's various things throughout the video that aren't actually Mina, but I've just skipped over those and we've just focused on the Mina products. So yeah, let me know what you think. I'm giving you the best possible look before we get into it. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. I put up a video every week and it is always makeup related, so if that sounds like your type of thing, then this is the place for you. If you have any other brands that you'd like me to test, then please do just drop it in a comment down below. I feel like I'm talking in my telephone voice and I apologise for that, but if you have any other brands that you'd like me to test, let me know down below. If there's anything else from Mina you want me to test, let me know as well, because I would be very interested in doing that. And yeah, I'll let you watch the video. It's an interesting one, so enjoy. Let's make a start. I've already got primer and foundation on because I didn't have those to test. They do sell them, I'm sure. They definitely sell foundation, not too sure about primer, but I'm sure they do. So we're going to start with concealer, and this is the 24-hour concealer in shade 601. One thing I should mention right now at the start is that all of their shades are just numbers. So this is 601, you've got 504, 512, 212. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like it's good if you want like a monochromatic look, because then you can sort of get the blush, your eyeshadow, your lipstick all in the same shade, because you just pick, for example, the same number 212 and all of those products. But at the same time, the number doesn't mean anything to me. Maybe there is some sort of like system to it, but it doesn't mean anything to me. But this is a concealer. I quite like the packaging. It's a bit small. How many? You get 4.5 millilitres. Again, that means nothing to me, but it might mean something to you, so I've read it out. But let's give it a go. I purposefully went for a foundation that was sort of maybe even a touch too dark for me, just to sort of see how this looks. It's quite a thick doe foot. I don't know why, but because of the size of the tube, I was expecting a small doe foot. This is quite yellow toned. That blended out really easily actually, that was quite nice. I can't remember if I finished my thought, but what I was saying was I specifically picked a foundation that was sort of my skin tone, if not like half a shade darker, because I knew I picked a brightening concealer, so I wanted to see how brightening and how much coverage it actually had. Up close it looks quite nice, it looks quite flawless, and I very rarely describe a concealer like that. It's normally the powder that makes it sort of look a bit flawless and things like that, but this looks quite nice. It blended out easily. I feel like it's not too thick at all. I actually quite like that. And once it's blended out, it doesn't look too yellow on my skin. Next we have the No Rules stick. I think this was sent to me. This is in the shade 503. And I think this is the sort of thing you can use as like blush, bronzer, whatever. I was planning to use this as a cream bronzer, but actually I think it's more of a peachy blush. So I think I'm kind of going to use it as a blush. I have got a powder blush to test, but it does mean I have no bronzer to test from them, but that's fine. I think maybe just drawing it on? That might have been a bad idea. I feel like it's just mostly picked up the product. Okay, it blends out quite nicely. It's a little bit sheer. I'm going to try taking it on the brush so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, that's better. I like this product. I think the colour's quite nice. But it is taking a lot of work to sort of build it up. And I can't think of a way of doing this quicker. Other than using my fingers, and I really don't want to do that. I don't know. I'm not sold on this product. I do like the idea of it. Also, what I will say is the actual colour of it versus the packaging is not accurate. This is a nice peachy sort of colour. This is a nice peachy sort of colour. This I would say is like mauve. So yeah, but it is quite nice. It's giving me quite a nice glow as well. It's got like a little bit of a sheen to it potentially. Yeah. That's not my favourite so far. Next up is setting powder, and this is the setting loose powder in shade 100, which is translucent. I purchased this myself. I do like the packaging. The packaging of all their products so far is very sleek, and like I like the matte feel to it. Oh, it comes with a puff. It comes with a puff, which is great. And it's one of the ones with a net. I haven't had one of these net ones in ages, but I love them. They're so convenient. Because all you have to do is take your brush and just press into the net, and then you get powder, and you don't get too much powder, which is nice. I love these net ones. Okay, thoughts on the powder. Not my favourite. It looks very, very, very matte. Like, it looks borderline dry, which isn't my favourite. It does look nice. From afar, my skin does look really like nice and matte and not dry. But when I look in the mirror, I feel like it's just not looking its best. But to give the brand the benefit of the doubt, this is the second makeup look I've done today. I've already filmed another video, so it could be that. Also, my skin was a little bit dry this morning, so it could just be the foundation that I've used. Because also it's looking dry on areas where the concealer wasn't, so it's looking dry like down here and above my brows. So that is definitely nothing to do with the concealer. I actually really quite like the concealer. It's looking very nice. But yeah, just something to be aware of. Maybe use a bit more of a dewy foundation with this. But I do think it's quite nice. My skin does feel set, which is nice. Oh, it does feel nice and smooth under my eyes. That feels quite nice. So yeah, I'm sort of 50-50 on that one. It's not a bad product by any means, but it's just probably not going to become my everyday, if that makes sense. Now for powder blush, we have the blush in shade 212. Oh, that's so cute. Again, love the packaging. The packaging's adorable. Matte feel, very nice, very luxurious. I would say the packaging matches the shade pretty well on this one, which is quite nice. This is sort of a peachy, pinky sort of shade, which I quite like. Let's just go on here. Ooh. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, that's very nice. This is sort of my everyday sort of blush shade. Sort of just that flush of colour. That's very nice. And I actually think it has a teensy bit of a sheen to it. That could just be me, I'm not sure. But that is very nice. Nice level of pigment as well. I'm digging in quite a bit, but it's not going too heavy. That's actually really nice. Sometimes I like that because I can be a little bit heavy-handed, particularly with blush more than anything else. So being able to tap in as much as I want and not being completely overloaded with pigment is very nice. That's nice. That blush is really nice. I'll probably use this a lot, to be honest. Like I said, I don't have bronzer. Do I just skip out on bronzer? Will I look weird without bronzer? No. It's fine, we're just going to skip bronzer. Highlight, we have the highlighter in shade 512. And actually, I'm really hoping it's not this colour. It looks lighter on my monitor than it does in real life. This looks a bit dark for me. Oh, that's really sweet. On the inside of the boxes, it says you can face anything. I know it makes no difference to whether the product is good or not, But I like those little finishing touches that are just nice. Again, nice packaging. This looks lighter than the box, which fills me with hope. Ooh. You know what that immediately reminds me of? Cookie from Benefit. That's quite nice. I'm swatching it. I don't know why, but ooh, that's kind of a nice subtle glow. It's definitely not as blinding as Cookie. But honestly, a lot of the times I don't reach for Cookie because it is just a bit too much for the everyday. I'm excited. Ooh, that's very, it's subtle. It is subtle. It's not like a blinding highlight. But that's nice. That's almost like a glow from within. I'm facing this way, my monitor's over here, so I can't see if you can actually see it. But it looks nice. Let's try this way. There you go, you can definitely see there. It's just subtle. It's just a nice, almost like wet looking glow. That's so nice. And I've got no cast when I face forward, which is amazing. Oh, I actually really like that. We're back on track a little bit. Really like both of these, and I might pick up one of their bronzers in this sort of like pressed powder compact sort of version, because I quite like that. Now, eyes. I need to put on an eye primer. Let me just grab one and put it on. Okay, I've just gone for the Beauty Bay eye base in shade 2 because I know that it works well, which is always a good start. And the eyeshadow palette we have is the eyeshadow palette in Nude. They do a few of these little like £9 palettes. I didn't know that they did these. They might be new, but I know they have the big palette, but that's quite expensive. So I'm quite glad they've got these littler ones. Again, I like the packaging. The packaging is very, very nice. And I know that that means nothing to do with the product, but it looks nice. And oh, my makeup collection is an absolute mess at the minute. But when it's not, these look quite nice in there. This is the palette. Ooh, it's a bit more cool toned than I was expecting, which I personally quite like. I know that not everybody would be thrilled with this. They look a bit weird. Oh, it's one of those palettes. Some of you aren't going to know what I'm talking about, but this is one of those palettes where the shadow comes right up to the brim of the pan. And it sort of just all looks flat. And it always weirds me out a little bit. I'm going to swatch some. I'm going to swatch the black. I was not expecting that, not even slightly. Wow. Let's swatch this sort of champagne. And then I'm going to go for this one because I can't tell if it's a matte or a shimmer. It's sort of like a satin. They are pigmented. I don't know why. I'm sorry to Mina, the brand, but I was expecting this to not be that good. That worked so well. Okay, let's get this on my face. I'm just going to start with a fluffy brush. And is that a matte or a shimmer? That's a matte. I'm going to start with that white shade here and just honestly just set my lid a little bit. Just to make it a bit easier because I'm worried about the pigment of these now. I'm going to work lightest to darkest, so I'm going to start with this one here and just take that through my crease. Okay, I've realistically taken that all over my lid because I should have used that shade to set my lid to start off with. Now, we're just going to move through the shades, going with this one here in the middle. Well, that's quite nice. It's quite subtle, but it's just adding that little bit of shadow and depth to my crease, which I quite like. I'm also just going to start taking these shades underneath my eye because I forgot that I've already done my base and I can't do this. One thing I am noticing, it's quite kick-uppy in the pan, which isn't an issue for me. I don't really mind, especially because it's not actually giving me fallout on my face from what I can see. So if kick-up in the pan bothers you, worth noting, but it's not giving me fallout on my face yet. So for me, that's a win. Okay, next I'm taking this shade here and I'm just building up the depth in my crease. That's very nice. Very, very nice. I will say, if you are more of a warm tone person, I don't think this palette is going to be for you, unfortunately, because this is definitely more on the neutral to cool side of things, which I prefer. This would be an everyday palette for me, honestly, and I know it wouldn't be for everyone, but for me it would be. And so far I'm quite liking it. And now I'm going in with this shade here. I'm not going to use the black. It came out incredibly pigmented on my finger. I just don't feel like using black eyeshadow today. Mainly because it scared me with its pigment. I'll say the shades are blending together very, very nicely. Very seamless. They're not too pigmented. They're quite a nice level of pigment to just give what you need. At the end of the day, this is a neutral, everyday sort of palette. It's not... It doesn't need to have all the pigment in the world. So this is a very nice pigment level for this palette. That's very nice. I'm actually very, very happy with this palette. Now, as much as I really want to use one of these shimmers, I have this to use. So I'm going to use this and then maybe use like this pearly shade on my inner corner in a moment. This is the 24-Hour Cream Eyeshadow in shade 532. These were sent to me. I also have a purple one somewhere, but this was sent to me. As expected, comes in a little pot. Let's open her up. Ooh. Okay, yeah. Ooh, it looks like it's sort of cracked a little bit, but that's not really a big issue. I'm not shoving my finger in there because it will get all under my nails. And just pick a little bit up and give it a swatch. Ooh, it's just there. It's not what I was expecting. I was expecting a little bit more from it. But let's chuck it on my eye. It's not very shimmery, it's more like sheeny. We all know I love a good glitter. I've taken a decent amount on my brush and I'm just gonna... Okay. It's okay. It's nice. Okay, it is very nice. I could wear this to work and it would look very nice. And as much as I'm going to take this makeup off after I finish filming to film another video, it says that it's 24 hours. If it were 24 hours, if it's correct, and it were to stay on all day long during work, it would look quite nice. I do have some reservations. The first one being that it's actually quite a dry, thick formula. I feel like I would prefer it if it was ever so, like just a touch thinner. And that could be that it's been sat in my drawer waiting to be tested for quite a while, but it's been sealed, so I don't see why that should have been an issue. But yeah, it's just a little bit thick, not quite as malleable as I would like it. Issue number 2, it's not as shimmery or glittery as I would like it. It's definitely more of like a metallic, and like I said, that looks nice. And I think if you, like, for this look, it actually works really well. But I personally would want something with just a touch more glitter in it. In fact, quite a bit more glitter in it. Number 3, it makes my eyelids look really wrinkly, which I'm not a fan of. I'm only 26, and yes, I know that eyelids are sort of crinkly anyway and things like that, but a lot of eyeshadows don't make them look this crinkly. Yeah, it dries down. It's completely dried down on my eyelid, so that makes me think it would stay all day. Just not my favourite. And now I kind of want to test the purple one. Not on my face because that wouldn't work, but I kind of want to see what the purple one's like. So this is the exact same thing, the 24-Hour Cream Eyeshadow, but in the shade 482. Again, this one was also sent to me. I didn't buy these 2 products. But let's have a little look-see. Okay. It looks the same, which is good consistency. Oh, that's a lot softer. That's a lot softer, so maybe my brown one has just dried out. That's quite nice, good level of pigment, just gonna put that out there. But again, not very glittery. More sort of metallic-y. But it is nice, and this one, yeah, this one's definitely a lot more creamy. That makes me think maybe my brown one's dried out a little bit, which is weird because I haven't opened it. But yeah, good to know that they are usually a bit creamier, because that was one of the issues I mentioned. But yeah, wish they were a little bit glitterier. Sorry. But now I am going to top it with this like pearly shade here in the middle. Ooh. Ooh, that, ooh. Icy. That's very, very icy. I'm putting some on my inner corner as well. So eyeliner, we have the 24-hour pen eyeliner in the shade 900, which is their black shade. I do also have a blue one, but I'm going with the black today. Again, nice matte packaging. It's just a standard eyeliner pen. It's quite a long nib, but it's also very thin. So let's see how it works. Okay, I've done one eye. I will do the other one, obviously. But first things first, that is very, very pigmented, very black. I like that. I kind of hope that they have like a brown one, because we all know I love a good brown eyeliner. But yeah, very pigmented. Very easy to work with. The nib is quite like sturdy, so it's not very flexible is what I'm trying to say. So if you're not used to that, it does take a little bit of getting used to. I'm kind of used to using these little sort of ink pens, but that came out really nicely, really nicely. It went over all of the eyeshadow that is packed on my eyelid. That was very quick, very easy to use, very pigmented, very black. Everything you would kind of want from an eyeliner pen. Can we tell it's getting a little bit later in the day? I actually really like that. That's a really good eyeliner, and I've also actually done my eyeliner quite nicely, which helps. Yeah, I am I'm a big fan of that eyeliner. My eyeliner is not even. It never really is. But I am a big fan of this. I would repurchase this. This is a bit frustrating because I feel like a lot of the products have either been really, 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 really good, or kind of a little bit of a flop, which is fine. It's bound to happen. Not every product is going to be perfect for me, but it's frustrating because the products that I like make me want to love this brand, but then I come across other products that I'm not a big fan of, and I'm like, flip-floppy. And now I want to test the blue one. This is in the shade 850, and again, I'm just going to put it on my hand. So I want to see how pigmented it is. Again, love the packaging. Packaging, beautiful. Love it. Yes. Ooh. Ooh, that's a nice shade of blue. It's very much an electric blue. It's not something I'm going to wear every day, but that's a really nice blue shade, actually. I'm going to use that in fun looks whenever I get back to doing them. What now? Mascara. This is the 24-hour Level Up Mascara. It doesn't have a shade name, but I'm assuming if the black eyeliner is 900, this is also 900, or it just doesn't have a shade name. Okay, it's sort of an hourglass shaped wand, natural bristles. It's quite like a small hourglass. It's not massive, like big, little, big. It's quite like, what's the word? Subtle? Subtle hourglass. This product annoys me because I feel like I really like it, but it's a lot of effort to use. I feel like it is giving me such beautiful lashes. They look very well separated. A little bit lengthened, nothing major, but the main thing for me is that it separates my lashes and makes it look like I have literally thousands of them, and I genuinely think this is the best mascara I've tried for doing that. I love other mascaras, but this really does make it look like I have tons of them. But I don't think I've ever spent more time trying to apply mascara. I can't tell if the formula has dried out a little bit, but again, This is the first time I'm opening the product, so it shouldn't have. But it was a lot of work to sort of get my lashes coated. I really had to get in there and wiggle, and then really make sure that my lashes were getting in between the wand fibres. Now that it's done, it looks beautiful. I will say the liner is sort of blacking it out a little bit, making it a bit harder to see, but I do think my lashes look really, really nice with this mascara. It was just a lot of effort, which sort of annoys me. I'm really enjoying how my eyes look right now. Just saying. I do have to do brows, so I'm going to quickly go off camera and do that, and then I'll come back and do a lip, because if I do my lip first, I'll forget about my brows. Brows are done. I really quite like how I look from afar. From this distance, I think I look really nice. A bit closer up, my skin is not looking the absolute best, but it's also not terrible, so we're just going to carry on. Now, lips. So we have the Longwear lipstick in the shade 114. Let's have a little look. Ooh. It's going to match my t-shirt perfectly. And to be fair, my eyes are very neutral, so it's not really going to matter. Oh, it's a liquid lipstick. Oh, okay. So maybe I don't need a liner after all. That literally perfectly matches my t-shirt. Ideal. That actually feels really nice. For a liquid lipstick, bearing in mind I haven't worn a liquid lipstick in a very long time, that feels quite nice. And I think it looks quite nice. Sorry, let me hide my straps just a little bit. There we go. So that you can see that it really does match the t-shirt. It is drying down. It feels very comfortable. It went on very easily. It relatively like pretty opaque. No patchiness. It is drying down. Oh, I missed a little bit actually. Could I have done with a lip liner? Maybe. Would it have made much of a difference? Probably not. Smells nice. We love that. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. A big fan of that. I really do like that actually. But I am also going to top it with this. This is the Colour Lip Glow in 504. I don't know what this is. I'm hoping it's not lip gloss. I don't think it's a lip gloss. Oh, I should say, I think this was sent to me. I bought this, but they did send me one of these just in a different shade, so I've not used it. Oh! Oh, it's like a lip balm. I'm just going to pop this on top. If I don't like it, I'll take it off. That's not what I was expecting. I think it's made the lip colour a little bit cooler, which is fine. It's kind of like a tinted lip balm, but a little bit more matte than a lip balm. It's not overly shiny. What I was expecting it to be like was kind of like, I can't see my one, but the NYX, this one. Like something like this, or even something like these from Revolution. You know, the ones where you roll them up and you can't roll them back down. Something like that. I was expecting them to be a bit more like that, but it wasn't. And actually, I think this is quite nice, because I feel like, yes, it looks more like a gloss or a balm than a matte liquid lipstick, but I feel like it's not going to move quite as much as a full-on lip balm. It's still going to rub off throughout the day and move and things like that. You'd have to keep an eye on it, but on the whole, I think that adds a nice bit of hydration to the lip. I might actually pick up this in this shade so I can wear them together, and then potentially pick up this in this shade and wear them together. And then if I buy lip products from them again, I will pick the same shades. I will say I do also have a lipstick to test, but I have a few products in this video that I haven't tested, albeit 2 of them I have now swatched, that I'm going to put on TikTok. I'm going to test them on TikTok. So if you want to see that, it's going to be the purple eyeshadow, the blue eyeliner, the red lipstick, and this, which is the 24-hour eye stick. Don't know what it is, but they'll be on my TikTok if you want to see me test a bit more from them. If there's anything else you want to see me test from Mina, please drop me a comment and let me know, because I'm intrigued by the brand, to be honest. I feel like I've ended this video a bit more confused than I was when I started. The brand Mina, I don't know. This never happens. I think I like the brand. I think I do. I genuinely think I do. I really like how I look right now. And the products that I did like, so the powder blush, the eyeliner, the eyeshadow palette, the lip products, I really like them. And I can see myself using them consistently on a regular basis. The other products really do let the brand down, which is frustrating. But it happens. Not every product's perfect. It is what it is. And I'm very happy I've tested the brand, because like I said, I've genuinely got some products here that I think will be favourites in no time. So yeah, what a weird brand. I've never had a testing video like this. I think they normally all go really well or really badly. So yeah, there we go. There's my thoughts on Mina. Let me know if you tried the brand, because I know that I hadn't really heard of them until this year. So yeah, let me know if you've heard of them, if you've tried them, what you think of them, anything like that. But other than that, I'm going to let you go. What a weird video. I've enjoyed myself though. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. I put up a video hopefully every week. It's always makeup content. If that sounds like your type of thing, then this is a place for you. I do try to test a lot of makeup, so if you want to see me testing more makeup, hit me, drop me a follow. Don't hit me. Drop me a follow or hit the follow button. That's what I was trying to say. But other than that, I'll let you go. Have a great day and an amazing week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!